Hi, I'm Pattu from FreeFinCal. Today let's talk about the Nifty Midcap 150 Quality 50 ETF from DSP. So I had written about this factor-based index a couple of times in the past. I think I can see that in November 2019 I had written that this is a much more tougher benchmark than the Nifty mid-cap index for actively managed mid-cap mutual funds, and most of them have struggled to beat this. So does this mean you can consider investing in this quality mid-cap ETF, quality 50 mid-cap ETF? The answer is at the very least not yet, because there are three considerations. Before we get to that, let's look at what this index is. So what they do is they look at the mid-cap investment universe, that is 150 stocks, that is the 150 stocks beyond the top 100. The top 100 is in the NSE by market capitalization is considered as the large cap universe. The next 150 is considered as the mid cap universe. These are arbitrary definitions, and they use three factors. They use return on equity over the last fiscal year, debt to equity over the last fiscal year, and the last 5-year EPS growth variability. And these factors are given equal weight, and there's something called a z-score that's computed. So the z-score is basically how much a particular factor deviates from the average value divided by the standard deviation. So that's how this is constructed. Now, the first problem is the construction itself, as rightly pointed out by Siva in Asana Ideas Wealth, and also privately, and also in other forums, including FreeFinCal. The construction itself is the construction of this, the choice of these factors and the construction of the weights is arbitrary and is heavily based on backtesting, and in the sense that there is why should you take only these three factors and not anything else? There are several factors and several metrics that you can consider in a balance sheet, and why should you consider only these three? And why should only these three be called quality? Why should you take them in equal weights? Why not in some other weights? All these questions are unknown to us because we are not the ones doing the back testing. The index curator does the back testing and makes this kind of a combination. And from what I have learned so far, nothing will work all the time. Yes, if you look at the back test today, if you look at the rolling returns, and I have done this in the past, it will look extremely good. The quality 50 index would have consistently outperformed the mid-cap 150 index. There is no doubt about it. But that does not mean it will work at all times in the future, because as Siva says, that this is a case of data mining, because the index curator has come up with this definition of a quality index based on what has worked in their backtest. That doesn't mean that it will continue to work all the time in the past. There will be ups and downs. There will be times when the quality index will fail. There will be times when it will outperform. So investors must be ready for it. Second, being a factor index, there will be a higher cost. So compared to a normal, typically that's what I expect. I don't know the expense ratio that's going to be charged by TSP. So there can be a higher cost. The second problem is the ETF or index fund. The mid-cap universe has got large impact costs. That is, if you try and sell, try to buy or sell large quantities of mid-cap stocks, there can be a big difference between the bid price and the sell price, and that can result in a deviation from the index value. Then you have the packaging of the index. Now the index itself, when you do all sorts of gymnastics with it on Excel, everything will look good, but how it is being presented to you matters. It is being presented to you as an ETF, and in an ETF we have seen this several times before. There is going to be the possibility of price to NAV deviations. The NAV of the ETF doesn't matter at all calculations like tracking error, returns, all of them are done with the ETF NAV by all these star rating portals, but including the AMC in their fact sheets, they use only the NAV. Whereas the retail investor, the ordinary guy, for the ordinary guy, the NAV has no relevance in an ETF, because only the buying price and the selling price matters. For everything, for tracking error, for returns, everything only is determined by the price, and the price can significantly deviate above or below the NAV, and that depends on how efficiently the AMC via its the third party regulator who takes care of this. I forget the name. The intermediary who takes care of handling this price NAV deviation and arbitraging out of it, how efficiently they do it. For some ETF they do well, some ETF they don't do well. For this ETF, that information is completely unknown. The AUM does not matter. Even if the AUM it is only 10 crores, the price to NAV can be efficiently balanced out. That is not a problem. The AUM itself is not a problem, but the price NAV fluctuations must be handled, and we don't know about it. So these three factors must be considered before you decide to invest in it. One is the construction of the factor. Will it work all the time in the future? We don't know that. Second is the tracking error because of the mid-cap universe and the price NAV fluctuations in the ETF. And of course, there is also the additional cost because it's a factor index. So at the very least, what I would recommend is don't rush to invest now. Just have a look at it for some time. And is it necessary for you to consider it? I really don't think so. I have said this several times in the past. A simple combination, if you want to invest passively, a simple combination of Nifty and Nifty Next 50 is more than good enough. And if you are a middle-aged person like me, then I think you can happily invest just in an index Nifty or Sensex index fund. That is enough. Even the Nifty Next 50 is not necessary for you. So it's not don't get enamored with these fanciful names. You'll have to understand and appreciate the context in which they were constructed and the way in which the index is being presented to us. That's more important.